Welcome back to DireWolfWargaming, and today I'm showing off this commission I've been working on for a new customer. It's a bunch of snotlings or goblins, it's just basically a bunch of gobos. So this is about half the order, and I've had to talk to the customer about how I'm going to base these things up. So I just wanted to show them off for now. Starting over here, let's pick up the first one. And there's some real characters in this bunch. And let me just focus him. There he is. So there you go, he's just giving the finger off to whoever's watching. As I say, there's some real characters in these. And they're real nice and fun to paint. There's two of this guy. He's like some sort of holy figure, priest. So there's two of them. And there's the other guy over there, so let's pop him over there. This guy here, he's ready, he's up for a fight. Again, lovely figure. You know, can't be waiting to be held back. Now these guys are holding some sort of black powder pistol or something like that. Maybe it's off Ratman, I'm not too sure. But I just painted it up like it's a piece of black powder stuff. He's got his finger up his nose and he's just looking happy to be involved in something. This guy with the spoon looks quite creepy. He's a smile and everything, his little bag. But I believe that he's some sort of like helper for this guy over here. There's a chef, did him with a real dirty, filthy apron. He's looking quite sad. Yeah, as I say, these are lovely little figures. And there's this guy here. He's exhausting himself. He's pulling this pot. Well, not pulling, carrying this big massive terracotta pot. This guy here is riding on a squig. He's having the time of his life from the expression on his face. And this guy here with his gold chain. Blood coming out of his nose. He's been hit, possibly by the one with his fists up. Just pointing out. Or maybe he's just been picking his nose too much. And there's another one giving the finger. Got a little boozy one here. Two bottles. I painted it to look like that, as you can see, it's slightly lighter there than there. So it looks like there's some sort of liquid in there, in the bottles. And another boozy one. He's had such a great time, both bottles are empty. And then there's a female goblin. Looks a bit like Marge Simpson with the hair. Shouting at someone. Anyway, these are still all glossy at the moment because of the other half of the order, which I'm about to set up and show you. Okay, so this is the full shot of it. It's a scratch built siege tower with all the rest of the goblins all over it. And I built it up using random bits of scrap MDF because I wanted it to look like it was hobbled together with all sorts of stuff that the goblins had found and used. And I think it looks the part, the customer thinks it looks the part. This base that it's on here is way too small. So what we're going to do, or I'm going to do, I've discussed it with him, is I'm going to take this off this base, put it onto a bigger base. All those other goblins are going to be put on the base with it, like flocking around it. It's going to be a big siege unit for the goblins. And we'll have a ogre pushing it along as well, because currently it's being pushed along by these three guys here. And they do look a bit strong, but I don't think they're that strong. And there's all the other little oddity figures that are on there. There's a little goblin with his terracotta wife, and there's another one with his terracotta wife. There's these little goblins here. There's one with a horn. There's one poking through there, looking a bit daft. I say I wanted it to look like it was hobbled together with all sorts. This bit of metal that they found, they've just whacked it on there. Bits of wood. These I could have laser cut out, the wheels, quite easily, but I chose to carve them out of a piece of MDF to make it look a bit more, you know, messy and rugged. And then there's the front. There's bits of rope coming off everywhere. There's a guy standing there, one of these here. This is supposed to go into a wall of something and lock the thing in place. If the wall is level with the machine, then they can just scurry on over. If it's not, that's what they've got this ladder for. And there's this guy here at the top looking out. There's another guy here just having a relax, sitting on it. And yeah, the front's made up of all bits of scrap MDF, but I've made it look like scrap board that they found. There's other bits here that I've had for previous projects that look like tree branches, so I've painted them as such. There's this here, and that's some sort of golden relic that they've managed to steal off the elves maybe. And if you keep spinning it round, there's another little guy there. There's that guy there who's just having a couple of beers while he's waiting to get into battle. And there's these guys at the top here, just near the rope. One with a horn, one looking out, and one pointing and shouting. There's another guy here who's dancing about some fungus that's growing at the top of the siege tower. He's having fun. And there's another guy there pointing. He's precariously stood on the edge of a little plank. Another one on the edge of a plank. And there's this guy here on the edge of a branch that's just been poked in. There's little branches coming off this side. Again, carved out the wheels myself. This is all made out of scrap stuff that I had lying about. Another metallic bit that they've found, because it's a bit like magpies, goblins I think. Another boozy guy. He looks like he's had a bit too much to drink. It was an absolute pleasure to build this. I'm going to use it as a prototype to like model off for future wagons and stuff, but the scratch built nature of it, with out of just random bits of stuff, really makes it feel genuine for the goblins, to be honest. All the bits of scrap wood and everything, it makes it feel proper good and unique. So yeah, so they're going to be that on the base with all those scurrying around it, like they're the little entourage following the siege tower. And there'll be an ogre with a plank of MDF, scrap MDF again, pushing it along to help get it moving. So yeah, I just wanted to show off what I was currently working on for this commission, because I've really enjoyed doing this siege tower, and I hope everyone thinks it looks good as well. Again, it's all glossy at the minute because I wanted to finalise the basing before I did the matte varnish, but now that I have, I'm going to work on doing a base, whether it be regular or irregular, but large enough to fit on this ogre there, and then all these guys scurrying around it. And I think the customer's seen this, he's seen all the goblins painted, he loves the goblins, he thinks this is absolutely fantastic, he's really pleased, he can't wait to play with it. And yeah, so I'm just finishing this off, and I thoroughly enjoyed this. It's one of them things where I started it without a plan, so I decided not to film it, but then as I was started to paint it, I thought I should have filmed building this thing together. But yeah, it's just one of them things. So there will be a follow-up video when it's fully done and based, so subscribe to see that, and leave us a like if you like the video. We're on Discord, the link should be in the bio, not in the bio, in the description to the video. We're on Instagram, DireWolfWargaming, and you can check out my website, DireWolfWargaming.com, if you want to get yourself some scrap MDF of your own. They're called crafters kits. They contain a wide variety of different shapes and sizes of MDF that you can just use for projects like this. I'd recommend a large crafters kit or a couple of them. If you're just looking to add intrigue to bases, like strange cutouts of MDF for alien plants or something, or other things like there's a picture on my website and on my Instagram of my cat in power armour, and he's got a shield generator. That was just done with random bits. There's bricks that I've done with random bits that are all into small crafters boxes. I say they're fun little boxes if you enjoy scratch building like this, or if you just want to add some intrigue to bases. So yeah, you can find them on my website. As I say, subscribe, join the pack. Thanks for watching. And if you want your figures painted, as you can see, I'm a pretty good painter. You can contact me through my website, or you can find links to my contact stuff on Instagram. You can call me, you can text me, you can message me on Signal, or you can just email me. Tell me what you want painting, I can tell you what the price will be. But as I say, we do have a painting service from pretty much most scales of figures, so just get in touch if you're interested in that. I forgot to mention that. Anyway, cheers for watching, and join the pack, guys.